Aitah for confronting my mother for asking money from my younger sister. We are three sisters, 34, married, 33, unmarried and 27, unmarried, and a brother. The brother being the youngest, 19 years old and currently preparing to qualify for the entrance examinations of medical schools. All three sisters of us work and earn an average to a bit above income. My eldest sister also had a baby a couple of days ago. My dad, who recently retired, has been finishing up his retirement paperwork and will move to the capital city of the country, expensive and extremely polluted, with my mom and brother soon. Meanwhile, my brother, who was taking courses to prepare for the entrance examinations, is also back home with my parents. Recently, during the last year, I have seen a few changes in my parents' behavior. My mom called my younger sister and told her every sister should pay €1,200 towards the interior budget of my parents' new home. We, us sisters, already had a plan to contribute towards their house, but this came as a little shock to us that she was demanding money. A couple of days back, my father also called my younger sister and asked her to look for medical colleges for my brother in the same city as her and gave her a budget of 80-90k euro. He has decided to sell most of his disputed family/ancestral property to fund my brother's education. My brother is also not that good at studies. He has been preparing for 2 years for his medical entrance examinations and is nowhere close to getting in without a donation. I found it quite shocking that my parents are asking us sisters to fund their interior decoration. Meanwhile, he is willing to sell his property to fund my brother's education. It also was hurtful because back in 2015, I got into one of the world's top 10 MBA colleges in Australia at the time. And my dad refused to sign my education loan as a guarantor because what would happen if she unalived there? Who will pay her loan? Also, when it comes down to inheritance, we sisters won't inherit anything. It goes directly to the male heir. I found it hurtful that our parents are supporting my brother to the extent of going bankrupt to fund his education, meanwhile asking us sisters to support them. I tried confronting my mother about this and she started screaming allegations at me and saying things like, "Ever since you moved out of the country, everyone thinks you act like the smartest person. I have seen you always had a problem with your brother. Everyone has started showing their true colors when we retired and don't have money." She started blaming us sisters for not being a working mom and that she had to stay at home to take care of us, otherwise she would have worked too, and also said, if she would have worked, us sisters wouldn't have had a job or would have done well in studies. My dad recently asked my younger sister for her pay slip. I don't know for what. My mom has also said things towards me like, she's so old she would only get an old and divorced man now, hinting towards my boyfriend who has 2 kids from his 2 previous relationships. When we are at home, we sisters are expected to do most of the household chores, whereas our brother is allowed to sleep in because he was studying late at night. He's mostly watching Netflix. I get a notification when he logs in because he uses my account. Some more information. We are from South Asia, but I live in Germany. My sisters also live in different cities in our native country. My dad will get retirement pay, but it won't be as high. I'm sorry if this reads like a rant. I feel guilty if I'm being an ungrateful daughter, but also I want the unfair treatment to stop.